What I love doing and what we love doing on the show is talking to people that have just come up with these fantastic concepts. And we came across a couple of boys, a couple of guys, a couple of lads,
Righto.
a couple of brothers who have come up with the Lad Collective and kind of really got caught up in their story. So we thought, well, we need to find out what the Lad Collective is all about. So we are able to welcome brothers Bill and Ed on the show. Guys, welcome to the Cindy and Dad Show. How you doing?
G'day, guys. How you going? Happy Friday.
Oh, happy Friday to you both. Now, we've got both of you, Bill and Ed, haven't we?
Yeah, you do. Yep. G'day, Cindy.
G'day, mate. I love that. Never used that term in my life,
Or
but
g'day,
let's go
legend.
with it. G'day, legend. I don't use it often, but I'm all about it with you guys. I just feel like I've got to be a little bit cooler speaking to these guys because they've got a story. They've got something to share. What exactly is the Lad Collective?
Well, the Lad Collective is, so we started the Lad Collective 2 years ago, and we are on a mission to make the bed easy for Aussies. So rewind the clock a couple of years, Billy and I were living up in Airlie Beach in North Queensland. And as some of you would know, Airlie Beach, you do a lot of fishing, a lot of partying. But for Bill and I, it meant we sort of let ourselves go in the sort of the household cleaning and personal hygiene department. We were too focused on extracurricular activities. And, we were two sort of grubby young blokes, sort of 18, 20, and we, had a lot of fun, but we, it became sort of apparent to us over a couple of beers that, we needed to sort of get our sheet together and we're moving back to Brisbane very soon after that conversation, and we needed to sort of go out and buy new bed sheets. And we got back to Brizzy and went shopping, and we realised that there was nothing out there that spoke to us. There was all this, 6,000 thread count, all these, crazy sort of sets of sheets, and none of it really spoke to us. And we were blown away by that. And we thought, you know what, there is a huge opportunity to sort of shake things up a little bit in the home bedding market. And Bill and I got talking. We were like, what is the biggest pain point in bed sheets? Like, what's stopping us from looking after ourselves in the bedroom? We got talking. We were like, it's making the bed, changing the sheets. It's an absolute nightmare, and no one likes doing it. And we're like, well, why don't we design a set of sheets that not only are easy to put on the bed with unique features, but also do so in a way that speaks to the everyday Australian, and really put an emphasis on sleep hygiene and having pride in your space. So we designed a set of sheets, and Billy can speak to this in a little bit, but we designed a set of sheets that have marked corner loops on each corner of the fitted sheet, labelled top left, top right, bottom left and bottom right. So you just put your hand into this loop and you guide it under the corner of the mattress with ease, and it's so much easier. We put a centre logo on the top sheet so you get a perfect even spread of the top sheet, and we put invisible zippers on the pillowcases, which make it so you can put the pillow in, zip it up and forget about it. You don't have that ugly old pillow touching your face in the middle of the night.
Yes.
So we designed a set of sheets, and initially it was for young Aussie men because there's a stat out there, and we fall into this category, but 18 to 30-year-old Australian men only change their sheets 3 times a year on average.
Yep, I have a son.
And we fell into that category. So we're like, let's double down on blokes like us, and let's help Aussie blokes get their sheet together. But when we brought the product to market, it wasn't just Aussie men that resonated with our message and the company's mission. It was all Australians from all around the country just loved the concept of bed sheets that are finally easy to put on the bed and saves time. So it gained traction pretty well immediately, and we launched in the middle of COVID, so it was a lot of risk. But Bill and I quit our jobs pretty soon after launch and just sent the business and just learnt along the way. And now we've just got over 50,000 amazing customers around Australia that just love TLC and the brand that we've built.
I absolutely. Well, we're looking at each other with our jaws down because it's such a great story, and it resonates with me as a guy too, because I think that one time a year when I changed my sheets was like a highlight of my year. And I've been very much educated from Cindy, so about getting things done properly. I love the concept, and especially the ability to be able to pull down each corner and also identify what goes where, because like most of us have no idea. You throw a fitted sheet on and it's always the wrong way around. It's just it's a pain in the backside. So you guys have really simplified this, which I think is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, like it's one of those things. It's one of those mundane daily tasks that everyone often neglects. And I think the whole mantra "messy bed, messy head" really speaks true to a lot of Aussies. You know, you don't start if you don't start the day off by making the bed, you know, that thought, carries with you throughout the day. And I think it's, if you start the day off by making the bed and you go out into the world and have the worst day ever, at least you can come home to a perfectly made bed and at least you've accomplished something. And I think, as Ed said, it sort of is resonating with Aussies from all walks of life. And yeah, we're very proud of sort of what we've built and the mission that we're sort of leading.
I love this, guys, so much. Like, I'm actually really angry with my son right now just talking to you, because you guys just sound so amazing, and he just hasn't changed his sheets since 1987 and he wasn't born then.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, I was just going to say, when we looked at the fact that we were speaking to you guys this morning, just coincidentally, both Daz and I run our own businesses in disability as well. So the first thing that popped into my head was this accessible bedding. Can you talk to us a little bit about that, and because we have a lot of listeners who do have NDIS plans, and how this could actually help them?
Yeah, definitely. I think just through the initial launch, we got a lot of attention from, Aussies from all walks of life, people reaching out saying they'd bought our product, and especially those people living with a physical or cognitive sort of disability, we're finding the product incredibly useful and incredibly empowering. I think those sorts of daily tasks that the average Australian sort of often neglects are really important to people living with a disability. And so for them to be able to sort of, rely less on their carers and more, take control of that really important part of their sort of daily routine, I think it was just sent out a really strong message to the disability community. So we took that, those reviews on board from customers living with a disability, and we took the next step. We became registered as an NDIS provider under assistive tech, and we've essentially created, within the home bedding market, we've created our own category. I mean, it's not the everyday bedding set. It's something very unique, and I think now we're finding lots and lots of people with disabilities are using their funding under the low-cost assisted tech line item and absolutely loving it. Yeah. And I think that it's a really powerful thing that we've done. I think a lot of people are, have a new sort of view on independence and life sort of with the use of our sheets. So we're very proud of what we've done.
And you should be proud as well. Yeah. Now, tell us about vision impaired people, the people living with some issues with their vision. Do you actually cater for them as well?
Yeah, so we recently released a line of bedding that has braille and tactile features. So in addition to our flagship product, which is the TLC bedding set, we've taken the next step and included sort of braille elements to the strap to guide the person who's visually impaired to find the right corner over the right edge of the mattress when applying the fitted sheet. And we've also put labels on each item of the fitted sheet to guide the user on and to tell them basically what size the bedding set is, what colour it is, because colour is still really important from an organisational standpoint and also, an aesthetic standpoint. And I think that inclusive nature of our brand and our products, I think, is really important to us. Like we understand that everyone, regardless of where they're at in their journey of life, like need access to our bedding set. So we just want to include everyone. So people who are blind or visually impaired can now make the bed. And I think that's just a really a testament to the brand and the mission that we're on.
Okay, so Bill and Ed, we are talking to right now from the Lad Collective. I got a really tough question. My son is 24 years old. He probably changed his sheets, I'm not joking, last year. How do I get him to do this and get excited about it?
Well, I would tell your son to jump on the ladcollective.com and order a set of TLC sheets. We've just launched the beautiful Mossman collection, which is limited edition. Beautiful deep green colorway. But what your son can do now, it empowers your son to, there's no more excuses, essentially. They're easy to put on the bed. You just got to get it done every Sunday night, change them weekly, and we've cut the time down by half in making the bed. So he can do it weekly, and he can have pride in his space, and also sleep like the king that he is.
Let's not get crazy, boys. Come on.
All right, guys. Now we could chat about your product all day, but obviously you've got a busy day ahead. So before we let you go, why should we buy your product? Why should we go and visit the Lad Collective? And more importantly, where do we get our hands on your product?
Yeah, look, the reason why you should sleep in TLC is because not only are they the most functional, easy to use set of sheets, but they're also the most comfortable, luxuriously soft set of sheets that regulate your temperature, that just make you feel warm in winter, cool in summer. It's everything you need in a set of sheets. So you can find us on the ladcollective.com. We've made it super simple on the website, some beautiful colours, and shop away and enjoy a beautiful night's sleep.
Bill and Ed from the Lad Collective, we think you are brilliant. We thank you both so much for your time this morning, and I think we'd like to stay in touch, definitely.
Let's do it. Thank you so much for having us, guys. Have a lovely weekend, and thank you to all your listeners. We appreciate you.
Well done, boys. Oh, how good are
Thank
they?
you so much.
Seriously, for young guys, how amazing are these two?